Runes are taking over Bitcoin. I'm sure you've heard about runes by now. With the halving block, we had the concurrent launch of the runes protocol, which basically means we now have shitcoins on Bitcoin. That means there's a ton of opportunities to be had on the God chain right now. So today on Degen Reports, we take a close look at runes. What are runes? How do you trade them? How do I assess them? Which factors do I look at? And which runes am I looking at specifically at this moment? We cover all of this and more in today's episode so that you can learn to spot these opportunities for yourself. All right, you ready? Let's kick off. So if you don't know what runes are, let's cover it real quick. The runes protocol was launched on block 840,000, which was the halving block of Bitcoin. The runes protocol is the brainchild of none other than Casey Rodarmer, the creator of the ordinals protocol. The protocol was created as a response to Domo using the ordinal protocol to launch tokens, aka BRC20s. The BRC20 standard, unfortunately, is clunky as fuck, but to be fair, so are all new technologies. But the more damning factor for BRC20s is that they congest the network. So came runes with a simple yet ingenious design. The runes protocol utilizes the op return code on Bitcoin. The op return code allows up to 80 bytes of arbitrary data to be included in a transaction. By using this space that's reserved for arbitrary data, runes prevent chain bloat while introducing a novel and fun way to have more fun on Bitcoin. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's take a quick look at some rune tools as well as some runes. So when I trade runes, I like to look at, first and foremost, Magic Eden, of course. If you're on the main page, just go from collections to runes, click here, and you will have a breakdown of the top 100 runes being traded right now. For rune trading, it's ME, Magic Eden. And for rune minting, you got to go to Luminix, mint runes. And here you get a list of runes that are being minted right now, or you can also click on upcoming to check out new runes that are being minted. Another website that I recommend is Genie Data. Genie Data is great for obtaining additional data at a glance. For instance, you can see stuff like holder counts, circulating supply, market cap, and all that at a glance, which is incredibly useful. And if you click through, you will also get a breakdown of the floor price on different marketplaces, OKX, Magic Eden, Unisat. Note that most times Magic Eden will have the lowest price, but it is good to check this once in a while. The last tool I'm going to recommend is Rune Blaster. And Rune Blaster is actually not a single tool, but a suite of tools. And it's by Lifo Fifo or Lifo Fifo. I like Lifo Fifo, but who knows how he pronounces his name? I'll ask him. So he's the founder of the Wizards of Board, and he also created Rune Blaster, this tool suite. The most impressive tool in this toolkit is Magic Pool. Magic Pool basically gives you a glimpse into the mempool, but filters it according to pending transactions. So these are all pending transactions. And for instance, if it's in red, it basically means it's lower than the floor price. Let's pick out $1 billion cat. Here's one, $3,000. Let's say we want to snipe it. Click snipe. What are you sniping? Here's the TX. It says you are losing. You put the desired fee rate, and then if you have sufficient funds, you can click on this, and then it'll tell you whether you're winning or losing, and you basically get into a snipe war with the person on the other end. This is an awesome tool. Just thoughts on sniping in general. Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, someone's gonna do it. You can either choose to ignore the reality of the situation and be like, oh, sniping's not cool, I'm not gonna do it. Or you can decide, you know what, snipers exist, I need to get an edge. This is a tool I need to use. That's what it is. In my head, that's how it works. So let's go back to Rune Blaster. But not the snipe tool. I wanted to show you guys one more tool, which is the cancel transaction tool. This is a super cool tool because say you purchase something and the floor price crashes immediately, but the TX is pending. You'll either end up with something you don't want, but if you can cancel it, you can end up with your funds back. So using this tool, you can aim to revert your funds so that you don't end up with a losing asset. Now let's talk a bit about the factors I look at when I review runes to trade or mint. The very first thing I look at, of course, is the ticker. So I think Luminex minting has better examples. Just note here, I do agree with Casey. Most rune ticker names are unimaginative, and we could definitely be doing better. Cat with 9 lives. This is new. This looks pretty good. So we look at, oh, how fast it's minting out, and it looks to be pretty fast. We got almost 1,000 holders. That's good. 0% pre-mine. So this cat with 9 lives actually looks quite attractive. Pet 9 lives is the worst one yet. That's cute. Maybe we mint a little bit, huh? Let's see if we can mint that much. Awesome. We minted cat with 9 lives. Why did we mint it? Because of these factors. Let's click through and let's review all the factors. First one is the ticker, cat with 9 lives. Cat with 9 lives. I think it's got potential. I've had 9 lives. This is the worst one yet. I like that. The second thing I look at is pre-mine. How much has the team or the creator, the person who etched the rune, what percentage of the total token supply have they allocated to themselves? In this case, it's a big fat 0, so that's a green signal. Keep in mind, just because something has 0 pre-mine doesn't mean it will succeed. You need to look at the other factors in combination as well. Everything has to come together, like $1 billion cat. $1 billion cat is brilliant. But yeah, you look at this, it's got no pre-mine. How many holders does it have? It's got number of holders, 943. So that's almost 1,000. If it's around 1,000, that's good enough for me, at mint especially. If it's 100 on the other hand, it's like a small group of insiders, and it's going to be a lot harder to grow exponentially from 100, whereas 1,000 has a pretty good base for being able to expand. Minting velocity. How quickly is the rune being minted out? Mint progress. You can take a look here. When did it start? 2 a.m. last night, and it's already 84% minted with a bunch pending. I think this will do quite well. Let's see. I think it's a good time to share that I am a total bozo who is amazing, who is exceptionally skilled at losing money. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt. Okay, and then social media presence is the last thing I look at. Do they actually have meme potential? And I don't mean just do they have good memes. Do they have good memes with an ability to pump? So here, they've got pretty good memes. But the problem is they are not getting that much engagement. So we need to bump this up. So either we're very early to cat with 9 lives or it's not going to catch on. And we'll find that out soon. But know that everything is a risk, and this is a sign that it's early. Now that we've covered that part, let's look through some runes. This is rune number 1. It's the first rune that was ever etched. I know a bunch of OMB were pushing it. Personally, I faded. It never really grabbed me. Dog, go to the moon. I hold a bunch, like an unhealthy bag, probably. And I believe in Leonidas. Look, the initial question was, will it be dog or will it be RSIC? I actually sold most of my RSIC and put it into dog and $1 billion cat. Why did I do that? Because RSIC's price action is contingent on announcement and delivery. I heard through the rumor mill it was either a rune dex or a rune swap or something like that, and that they're cooking great. Great that they're cooking, but the problem is memes rule the world. Memes don't need logic to pump. Memes just need memes. Memes just need feelings. Memes just need attention. And in a game where we're battling for the attention economy, and I think the word economy here is important because it underscores the fact that attention is limited. We're all fighting for the same attention space. That means it's usually mostly a zero-sum game, as in you can have multiple winners, but one winner will be better than all the winners, etc. It'll be like a pyramid. So which one will be at the top? I do like $1 billion cat, but I also do like dog, and in uncertain scenarios, it's best to hedge your bets. I also do like PUPS. I hold it very little, but that's because I also hold a Bitcoin puppet. I understand that the connection between them might be tenuous, but I do like memes. I do not like Epic, but that's because it was showed to me by a bunch of DeGods, and I do like DeGods. I love DeGods, don't get me wrong. But I don't know how I felt about Epic. And then I found out that Sanj from Famojis was also helping Epic out. And I am a Famoji holder as well. I'm very bullish on Famojis and on Sanj. So I might be revisiting this. I faded all of these except for this one because Runes X, I actually got it airdropped in my wallet. Gob, I sold. Hindsight, probably a bad move. Wanko Manko Runes is a classic, as is Z-Bit. I think these, up until Cook the Mempool, will do really well. I don't know about Donald Trump. I can't say I'm not political. I have a background in poli-sci, specifically North Korean propaganda. My point is, you don't have to like Trump or you don't have to like Biden for stuff to pump. It doesn't matter. If you want to make money, you can make money. Screw everything else. Stupid silly cat. I wanted to buy some yesterday and I faded. Here we are. Saiko Hamster is another one I think will do well in the long run. Age of Aquarius pumped hard. We all know why. It's because I'm actually recording this video twice. I conjectured yesterday that it was probably by Aaron from Hell Money Podcast with Casey, and I turned out to be right. They released something today called Age of Aquarius, a Hell Money Podcast video. So shame on you, Valerioshi, for not listening to yourself yesterday. That's how I feel about the top whatever runes. Should give you a pretty good idea of how I assess them. Keep in mind, I am a bozo, but you can use this for counter trading if you don't believe my ability to trade. But yeah, love runes. All right, that covers our episode for today. If there's any takeaway from today, you know what it is.
Maybe. I think that runes are like putting a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini.
Damn.
It's to go get your hands on some runes unless you want to be poor forever. But none of this is financial advice, obviously. But know that runes are like the bumper stickers on a Lamborghini whose price appreciates over time. Your Lambo will probably depreciate in price over time, but those bumper stickers, they will keep going up. So what does that tell you about runes? And what does that tell you about bumper stickers? Probably nothing. Probably only that Mika is wrong. Okay, so if you're into art, ordinals, tech, and communities like me, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. You've been watching Degen Reports. I'll see you on the next one. I'm your host, Valerioshi. Ciao.